Hey, what's up, guys? This is today's. I want to do a quick review for the new Sony A65. So let's take a look outside. Um, so on the top, you have your on-off switch. On your ISO button, you got your exposure compensation. You got your finer LCDs, and then you have your one scroll wheel here. Um, on the left hand side, you got your standard mode dial selection. On top is a Sony hot shoes, and on here you got your stereo mic and your flash. On the front, you got your AF manual focus switch here, and you got your red line release. On this side, you have a remote slot, and you have a mic input, HDMI, USB, and you got your a power adapter in, and you got your GPS built in. Okay, on the back you got your LCDs that comes out just like this, and it rotates just like that, and close it. Okay, you got your FN button. And you got your four-way mode dial. You got display, white balance, picture style, and drive mode. And you got your play button, and you have your trash and delete button here. At the bottom, you got your battery compartment, which this is the battery. Okay. And on the right hand side, you have your SD card and memory stick slot. And in the front, that's where the remote sensor is. Now this is an 18 to 55 kit lens. So okay, and that's pretty much it for the outside. You have your EVF, of course, and you have your diopter here. Movie record button is here. You got your exposure lock button here, and you have your teleconverter shortcut here, and which they can be you can change it to any other function that you want. So let's turn it on sound. Okay, so this is what it looks like with turning on. Okay. You have your the display shows pretty much all the information that you would need in the camera. So you got menu buttons here, so you go to menu, and it will tell you you can change image size, aspect ratio, quality, long exposure, high ISO, flash control, and this is the video settings. So you have, ABC HD. You can have select 24p or 60p. Of course, you have audio recording and steady shot on off. You can turn the viewfinder, switch between the viewfinder and the LCD automatically, and you have your picking level for picking for manually focus, and and you got your user stuff. Of course, you can format. And the usual, and this is version 1.03, and that's pretty much it. So to get access to these function on the sides here, or on this side, what you need to do is you press FN button, this button right here, you press it, and then you'll be able to select that, you know, with this mode right now over here, so you can change the AF, you know, area. You press it again, you can go to object tracking, face detection, smart shutter. You can go over here, you can change the ISO, metering mode, flash composition. Pretty much this is how you basically change function of the camera. So that's that. Okay, so the when you're looking through the viewfinder, people said there's a lag to when the viewfinder and the EVF switch. I have not noticed it in this version, version of the firmware. So for example, it's very quick. I mean, there's that little delay there, but generally it is very fast. And the other thing is, I feel like this one is, when you're holding in your hand, is a lot bigger than most. It's a lot bigger than the Canon T3i, that's for sure. It's more robust, I think. It's almost as big as the Canon 60D. Overall, I think it's pretty good, and it hasn't overheat for me yet. I've been recording for a good, 22 minutes under the hot sun, and it did not overheat. Okay, so that to record movie, you have to go to movie mode, and it will present you with the option of having it under program auto, which is full autofocus face detection, or you can go to aperture priority. These three options is only available if you switch it through manual focus. So for example, if I was to go to program auto, it would autofocus super quick, very fast. Okay, so that's how it works. Now if you switch the lens here to manual focus, and then you go back here, and you go to movies, then you'll be able to choose manual exposure, and here the front dial will control the shutter speed, so you can see, and you can see the live changes happening, on the screen. So to change the aperture, what you would do is you hold down this button and you rotate, and the aperture will change. Okay, and then for ISO, same thing, you press ISO here, and you can choose your exposure. Now everything that happened, you can see it completely on the screen. It changes live on the screen for you, so you'll be able to see it live on this screen, unlike Nikon where you cannot see it. So it works exactly like the Canon camera. So that's a very good thing. So yeah, that's pretty much a quick overview, a quick look of this Canon, this camera, and I'll post a more in-depth review regarding this camera later. So yeah, that's it. Thanks guys.